Ito ang pinakamahal na flood control project sa Pilipinas, ang Kamiling Agno River Floodway Phase 3 sa Kamiling Tarlac na nagkakahalagang 289.5 million pesos. Nakatulong daw ito noong sunod-sunod ang bagyo at habagat noong nakaraang buwan, pero kapuna-puna na meron na itong mga bitak. Sabi ng
100% complete at saka fully paid. Wala kaming makita na kahit isang hollow block, isang ng simento, walang equipment dito. Lahat itong project na ito, ghost project.
Nung June pa umano, kompleto at fully paid na ang proyekto. Ayon sa Pangulo, walang semento at walang equipment na nakikita sa lugar. Lahat ng proyekto na ito ay ghost project. Ngayon ay pinag-aaralan na nilang gagawin sa mga kontratista, lalo't nagtuturuan umano ang mga ito.
Ipapacheck po natin, sir, para kita po natin yung mga concern po nila, para maayos po natin.
Ang dike naman sa Subaan River sa San Teodoro Oriental, Mindoro, gumuho na ang ilang bahagi kahit katatapos lang nitong 2023. Pinondohan pa man din ito ng mahigit 380 million pesos.
Bigyan natin ngayon ng reaction opinion itong post ni General Orlando De Leon. Actually, isinare lang niya ang post ni Professor Ana Malindogoy. Title, "We Can't Track Them." Seriously? Ano yung "we can't track them"? Ito po ang pahayag ng Pangulong Marcos Jr. sa mga ghost na flood control projects. Wala, hindi daw matrack o kuan ang mga ay nako. Ito, President Marcos Jr.'s reaction to the controversy over ghost projects was dramatically theatrical. Ito ang kanyang exact word. "We can't track them. Maybe it went through several layers of subcontractors, leaving no records. I am angry." What? Walang records? Imposible. Palusot? No records? Ay, grabe. "Excuse me," sabi ni Professor Ana Malindogoy, "that's not an explanation. In Philippine Public Works, no records doesn't happen unless agencies are breaking the law or playing dumb." Agree. DPWH, wala kaming record. Niloloko tayo ng DPWH. Tapos hanggang ngayon, ayaw pang sibakin ang secretary ng DPWH. Imposibleng walang record. Okay, let's be clear. Under Government Procurement Act, RA 9184, every single government project must leave a paper trail. Bid invitations, bid and awards committee, resolutions, abstracts of bids, notices of award, contracts, progress billings, and acceptances. Correct. These aren't optional memos to be misplaced. They're legally required, and much of it must be posted on PhilGIPS. Ano pa itong Philippine Government? Parang ganon. I-post the official e-procurement portal. Oh, that means the contractor's identity and contract details should be retrievable in minutes. Hindi nila ginawa ito kasi nga talagang brinek nila ang law. Parang wala ng gobyerno. Yung mga gumawa nito, kayang-kaya na. Sige na, tayo nang bahala dyan. May weak leader naman yan. Pasagdan mo na lang yan. Pabayaan mo na lang yan. And if an agency somehow loses, nawala, loses the files, sabi nila, nawala namin the Commission on Audit has copies. By law, COA preserves vouchers and supporting documents for at least 10 years. So when the president says that records don't exist, he's effectively admitting either the agency never complied or Malacanang never bothered asking COA. Neither inspires confidence. Ano ba yung sabi ng Pangulo na we can track them? Sino may nag-imbestiga na ba? O siya lang munang nag-imbestiga? Ipa-imbestiga para matrack ang record. Nagbo-volunteer si Mayor Magalong. Si IDG chief yan, magaling na investigator, nagdaan na siya ng maraming investigasyon. Ayaw niya eh. Anong ibig sabihin? Gusto ba niya talagang ma-uncover ang katotohanan? O pakitang tao lang? Grabe. The subcontracting excuse is even weaker. Subcontracting doesn't erase accountability. It never has. Contracts explicitly name who's allowed to subcontract and under what limits, and the prime contractor remains liable. Correct. Even DPWH's own bidding documents spell this out. Hiding behind layers of subcontractors is not an explanation, it's bureaucratic smoke. Oh, may tinatabunan. Kaya hanggang ngayon, mag-iisang buwan na mula nung nagsona, wala pa rin klarong direksyon kung sino ang mag-iimbestiga. Ay, nako. Here's the kicker. The government already has tools to prevent ghost projects. If contractor abandons work or vanishes, the state government can, number 1, call in the performance band, stop payments, slap a COA disallowance, and blacklist the contractor so they can't bid again. These safeguards exist precisely so taxpayers' money doesn't evaporate into thin air. Problema kasi, sila gastos ng gastos, 1 billion travel fund, punta kung saan-saan, makikayat daw ng mga mamumuhunan, 4.5 billion confidential funds, paano ginastos, hindi man lang, wala man lang kaalam-alam na ghost project na pala, pinagmayabang pa sa SONA. Tapos 1 billion na GSI's fund ininvest sa online gambling, nawala na. Paano nila proteksyon ng taxpayers' money na I don't know kung makarelate ba sila sa hirap ng mga taxpayers. So, what can a serious president do? Sabi, anong gagawin natin? Order the implementing agency and its head of procurement entity to produce the contract ID. Yan. Contract ID, award notice, and PELGEP's postings. Coordinate with COA to secure the vouchers and billing money, etc. and publish the dossier. Transparency is not optional. It is mandated. That's what leadership is all about. Kung weak leader, di, wala tayong magawa. Hindi namin matrack. Pasensya na lang. Next SONA na naman. Anong sasabihin sa next SONA? Ay, nako.